I think Jason can hear me now. Jason, what do you have going on, and where exactly are you?
So we are, let me see what town we're near here. We're north of Prescott. We're looking at another big tornado on the screen right now. This one formed to the south of where the first big tornado we showed you was. I would put it north of Corning, judging by what I'm seeing on the velocity signature from the Omaha radar. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. It's just to the left of one of the big wind turbines there, but it's a big one.
Yeah, we can see it. We can see
on
it. The outline is very, very strong.
Yeah. Very calm where we are, a lot of lightning around us, but that is a large tornado on the ground. It appears to me to be north of Corning is where that would be. And I'm not able to get the kind of radar data you guys are getting, but oh goodness, I just looked at the correlation coefficient and there's definitely debris being lofted by that tornado. So we'll probably stay here on this one as long as we can.
We've been watching that, Jason. You can see the debris signature. It is so strong, as you were talking about this area, just to that northern side of this area of Carl, southwest of Messina, and then here we are just to the northwest of Prescott. That's where we have that strong debris, and that debris signal is, of course, pulling in the data from our radar, which actually shows that there is a very good evidence that this is probably trees, buildings. Hopefully everyone is safe in that area, but we are going to see, I think, quite a bit of damage out of this. And in fact, the National Weather Service has said that they have what they are looking at for considerable damage right along this area. So this is a kind of tornado watch that was put out. It's specific to damaging tornadoes, and that's what we have going on. You can see in this picture beside me the lightning that's coming off of this particular tornado right on the ground there with Jason and Lee Rouse. And Jason, as you keep talking, I want to make sure you stay safe. Are you hearing any of that? Can you hear any of the wind whipping around out there with that thing?
I can't. I can hear just constant thunder. It's just rolling thunder, and that's kind of typical in situations like this when you have big supercells. At some point, we'll have to move. This looks like a multiple vortex tornado. You can see vortices moving around the circulation here on the ground, and it's sort of heading right toward us. So at some point, we're going to need to move along. But a large multiple vortex tornado on the ground right there live on your screen. Down here headed toward a big wind farm, so that'll certainly be interesting as it interacts with that. And we're going to be saying this a lot between now and when these storms exit the viewing area today. Please take these warnings very seriously. You know, guys, normally I don't get too excited about cold fronts, but we have so many ingredients in place in the atmosphere today for tornadoes to form, and we are seeing it play out in real time. I don't know if the resolution on the screen that you guys can see, if you can see them.
It looks very good. Yeah,
can you see the vortices?
Yes, you can. I can see the two here, and I don't know if I can get back on here, but I'll get, there we are. This is the radar signal here that we're watching, but you can see on that particular line, you see where that little tree line is? That's the one vortex. You have another one that's behind it that's kind of hidden. This is another issue that, as Jason mentioned, we have all the ingredients for these severe thunderstorms, and tornadoes, which includes a lot of rain. Some of these are going to be rain wrapped. That's where it gets very dangerous for our storm spotters, and especially at night. But you have that two separate area there where you can find this tornado warning that is right here that we're spotting down in southwestern Iowa. Now this is moving up toward the southwestern corner of our viewing area. It's in our viewing area now, but it's going to be moving very close to that Highway 34 to the north, and then back up into these areas that we're finding here that have that rotation. That's what Gabe is showing right now. That rotation is on this thing. Also, we are receiving that there is damage in the Corning area in town. A lot of trees down there. Also, several trees that are down outside of the area of Corning. And this is so very close to these towns. I'm sure that we're going to find a lot of damage within these. This is again from areas that we've watched throughout the afternoon just really start to develop and start to really pull in these tight rotations. When you find these colors that were just there on the screen, there we go. With this wind, as we get in here, this is actually where that rotation is showing up on our radar, not far from where Jason is now, and this is moving to the north and to the east. So within this area, we're going to make sure that we want to make everybody aware that these are tornadoes on the ground, 2 confirmed tornadoes at the same time, but this one has multiple vortices that you see within that live view. This is from our live camera where Jason and Lee Rouse are located now just down into that southwestern corner of our state. Now, this is moving back up into the metro. I expect it to be here within about an hour or so. We're going to see, again, a very good chance for these severe thunderstorms that are also a part of this, but also the possibility of tornadoes and straight line wind that could be up to 80, 90 miles per hour. So this is where we're going to find these storms moving. Now, as Jason starts to move to get to a closer and safer spot or get away from that particular location, we want to let him do that. He and Lee are going to make sure that they are staying weather aware and within that storm car. We have Carl, and then back up toward Orient, Maxburg. You guys are going to be in the same line, all to the north and the east, right up to Highway 25, right south of Highway 92. But that's a separate tornado warning as well. So we have these 2 cells that are creating these tornadoes. They have been spotted. They are what we call, again, they are seeing these tornadoes on the ground. That's why this outline is in pink, and it is moving to the northeast at a very fast pace, really around 55 to 60 miles per hour. Gabe, over here watching these, this is a dramatic situation where we have our live folks out there watching these tornadoes as we're seeing them in the studio. This is a spectacular moment for us, but it's also where we need to make sure that you are staying safe.
Yeah, we've been keeping a close eye on these storms. There you see on the radar right now that we're highlighting that area of rotation right near the Carl area. The National Weather Service continues to monitor this, just saying still with this radar picking up debris, just so pronounced, barely south and east of the Carl area. Significant damage is possible with this tornado. One, I guess, note of good news, though, is this storm to the north that's just south of the Messina area. That area of rotation has dramatically weakened compared to what it was looking like a little while ago. And I don't see that debris signature around there either. So that's some good news, at least for the Greenfield area. This storm is headed your way, and that tornado warning goes right up to Greenfield, but it looks like that tornado has diminished. Let's throw it back to Jason Parkin out in the field. Jason, again, what can you tell us?
Hey guys, just saw one of the wind turbines go down here with this tornado. It just took out one of the wind turbines as it's moving northeast. You can see all the vortices on the ground. Holy cow, with this storm. As it moves toward us, I'm gonna roll the window up here. Another wind turbine just went down here. So it's taken out at least 2 that I can see as it moves through this area.
Turbines the wind turbines you're watching right now going down, and I see the marker there of the street intersection out there in this open area. But we've had a lot of damage from the Corning area, Carroll as well, farther to the north and to the east. We've had lots of damage within this larger system that produced a severe thunderstorm warning, I believe, there, and also some hail. So there's some damage there. We're going to zoom in on the same spot, but. So when these went down, did you see a spark of it, or did you actually see it tip over?
You could see it tip over, and I can still see debris flying through the air here. Unfortunately, it may have just hit a farm as well down here. And again, this just highlights the fact that you need to take these warnings very seriously today. You can see the rain curtains being pulled around the main tornado here. We should be in a safe spot here. The storm's moving northeast. We're probably a little more than a mile east of it.
Right.
Lee's got his foot near the accelerator in case we need to move, but
You guys are moving out.
yeah.